Let's get into it. Uncle Waffles, the treasure. When last did you hear about her? Remember, she used to be every nigga's crush. Damn. Niggas used to love Uncle Waffles. We still do. We still do. Shout out to Waffles. So yeah, she's recently been a guest on Angela Yee's lip service. So she's got a podcast. You guys know Angela Yee. She used to be on the Breakfast Club. Da, 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 da. So yeah, so she's got Uncle Waffles and they chopping it up. I actually have not watched this. It's just come out. Like, no. So we're gonna find out together what is happening here. And yeah, but I just thought it's definitely gonna be interesting. All right, cool. Let's get it.
Waffles and how we got to where we are today. Because in reading your story, you really started DJing during COVID.
Yes, I did. I started learning in 2021, and then took out my first poster the same year.
Wow.
Yeah.
So who you were just like teaching yourself,
No,
or
I had someone teach me because I worked at a place where we had a lot of creatives. So a DJ came and I was like, hey, I'd really love to learn, just to know. Initially, this is all just to know, just to understand. And then as you're spending so much time with something, 8 hours a day, you would know.
Yep, practice.
Practicing all the time, you realize that this is something you can love. And you didn't know you could love something. I always knew I wanted to do something creative, but I never knew where it would go. So when this came with me, I was like, okay, I'm going to put out a poster and just see, maybe just one booking to see if I actually like it. Then we went from one booking to like 9 months later, my life completely changing.
Hey, that's quick.
Wow,
Yeah.
from that one booking, that's crazy. You guys know that viral video where she's doing her thing.
It was.
Some people would be like, all right, so I was DJing for 3 years. How long did it take till you got your first paid gig? Because I know at first
Yeah.
you're doing things for practice.
Yeah. I think it took 6 months probably.
Oh, that's still
Yeah,
not
pretty
bad.
quick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if you're doing
Mm.
something that you love,
Yeah.
it's a different type of vibe. The first time you DJ, what was that like, your first gig?
I did absolutely horrible, but I told myself it's okay. I played, and then so my practice was with like a 15-year-old dick. So when I started playing for clubs, this dick had so many things that were different. Like the dick that I used didn't even show BPM. Nothing whatsoever.
I don't know what that is because you keep saying, what is
The deck?
Oh, the deck.
Yes,
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. The 15-year-old dick. I was
What? Angela, jeez. Stop it. The 15-year-old dick. Nah, pause.
like, no, don't
Whoa.
do that. Did anybody else think that was okay,
deck,
all right,
the
okay, sorry.
Yes. So when I started playing in the club, I was very confused. Someone was like, okay, no, just watch the BPMs. I'm like, I don't know what that is. The person who was teaching me would always be like, just listen. So I'd always just be listening. You're listening, and the song feels like it's going fast and out there. Yeah, you're not getting enough time to mix. Like, what is happening? Did I actually learn anything? It was a horrible hour, but my friends came out to support me. They were like, it was really good, and obviously they can't say it was bad.
Right.
Yeah.
As long as they was getting hyped to it, looked like you was doing a good job.
Yes, as long as people are dancing, you're fine.
Right. Just see those head nods, and you're like, I've gotten through
Yeah.
it.
This
What
is
was your first DJing gig like, Jordan, since we're asking?
Mine was also a hot mess. I was doing All Star Weekend in 2020, like right before everything broke out, and it was Dave East and Sweetie, and my
Oh.
flight was 4 hours delayed, so I was late for my set. I could barely even get up there, couldn't connect to the equipment right. Like it was a hot mess.
Yeah.
But we got through it.
I'm glad. Because, even for you, like the stigma of being a model and then DJing,
Right.
people already want to hate.
Oh yeah,
course,
and
yeah.
they were, because I also started on Instagram too, so it was like,
All right, we're not here for you.
That's gonna be
Sorry,
the thing.
lady.
So I did it for the first time at a private party that some kids were throwing, and they really enjoyed it. I was like, okay, I can dance, but I don't think I want to. Is that serious for me? Because I've always been like able to dance. I've always been that kid that opens the circles. So I just did it a bit, and I was like, okay, people like it. And then that was my first video to semi-go viral. So semi-go viral for someone who has like 2,000 followers is when it touches 5,000,
Right.
views, and you're like, okay, people actually kind of like this. So I started stepping out here and there, interacting with people a little if they liked it, but not all crowds. Because some crowds you
You
start
gotta feel it
dancing, then
out.
it's
Yeah.
like,
Right.
yeah, what is she doing? She's even like from doing what she's doing now, already being a female. Now you want to come out and dance? You're just doing too much. So yeah, I just started a bit by bit, and then with the viral video, I told myself that this is my chance to stand out. This is my chance to make people notice me. So I swallowed my pride, and I got up, and there was a step behind me. I got up on the step behind me and danced. No one was watching me at first,
And then
and then they started watching me.
it's honestly like a show. When you
Yeah.
DJ, it's not even like necessarily people just there, but they're like crowding to watch you like you're
Yeah.
Yes, and I love that. I really love that people want to see me perform the same way they want to see me play. It's like, I want to see what you're going to do. How are you going to really show the music through your dance? Especially because a lot of people don't understand the language.
Right.
So they can read it through how you dance.
And you know what's amazing too? Since you brought up people not understanding the language, there are so many songs that I love and I have no idea what's being said.
Right.
But you listen, music is really the great like connector for everybody.
It really
Whether or
is.
not you understand the language, I even think about like when I first was getting started in management for hip hop and seeing artists go overseas to like Asia, and I'm like, they don't know what,
no,
yeah, but
But
they're
they
going
just feel
crazy.
it. Yeah, they just feel the vibe. That's the main thing with piano. That's why the dancing is so important for the entire genre, is because people really have connected with the sound through the dance.
Yeah, facts.
And so let's talk about just internationally when you started traveling, and you even did Coachella.
Yes.
And no, I haven't seen like a DJ do Coachella the way you've done Coachella.
Thank you.
Just
tell
done
me-
Coachella, man. Yeah. Oh, Waffles too much
How that was for you getting that call that you were getting booked for that, because that's one of the biggest festivals we have.
in the
Period.
world.
Yeah, it was. So initially they called and they're like, yes, we'd like to have you, but some things don't completely fall through. So I was excited, but I wasn't excited too much because sometimes they can't meet you at a place where you can do it because I'm going to be traveling to South Africa. I have this whole team, I have dancers, so I wanted to make sure that I was able to do it at my fullest, not wing it. I don't want to half do it because Coachella doesn't really give second chances. They
Oh,
usually
yeah.
give people
And it
once
goes quite
that's it.
viral.
Yeah, you are like people are watching you like from the start to the end of your set. So I was very, I was really shocked that they even knew who I was at that point. That was in like almost a year in when we got the first call. I was like, how did they even find out about us? How did they find out about the genre? And why would they want to just choose me? But yeah, I was very flabbergasted, but I was very thankful. Yeah.
And I feel like people are getting educated on a lot because of you. Like Amapiano,
Yes.
I know about that.
I'm up piano.
Of you.
Thank you.
So can you explain to people who are listening, because they call you the Amapiano princess, but what is that style of music?
All right, so let's let her explain in normal speed. I need a difference because I think we've done it too fast. I don't know how she sounds like.
So it's a style of music that originates from Soweto in South Africa. It is taken from Kwaito and house. It has nuances of almost every genre in South Africa, but it was given an extra kick that everyone calls a lock drum. So the lock drum is essentially those drums you hear all the time that are very unique to piano. So that genre emerged through a lot of the younger street kids. And
Okay.
then it started getting more commercial when artists like Gabza the Small, Storky, Do, aka Trip, those are the people who brought it to light and we started knowing it. So even in 2021, it was still a genre that wasn't popular even within the space. It was a genre you only hear here and there. And then lockdown happened.
Okay.
Lockdown took it from the genre you only knew because it was a niche thing to the only genre.
Wow.
Now it is the genre in South Africa. Yeah. And it's also opened up a lot of opportunities for everybody. So not just producers, artists, DJs, and dancers, which is something that South Africa hasn't really had, where dancers are flown overseas to teach because of how unique the genre is.
Damn.
That's so dope.
Amazing.
That's so dope. That's so dope. That's so dope. Yeah. Shout out to Waffles, man. Shout out to Waffles. Lit. You guys will go watch the rest of it.